what's cracking? I'm out here in the UK on the straight out of Compton tour, man. Much love. And you know you rocking with, man. It's Lil Easy E, and we about that online. So we finna get it cracking, man.
Okay, peace family. We're back this week once again with another special guest returning once again, Big Pokey. What's good, sir?
What's up?
Yeah, we chilling right now. We're definitely grateful to have you back. Grace us on the platform, the muscle behind the hustle. We see you flexing the shirt right there. You know, how's it going, man?
That's right. Muscle behind the hustle, baby.
Yeah, that's a
cold. Coming to you soon. Coming to you real soon with it.
It's a cold shirt. How the book and stuff coming along?
Coming along pretty good. Just taking my time. I'm not in a hurry to put it out.
Yeah.
What the old saying is, you got more time than money, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So has you been surviving things out there, you know, post the storm and the hurricane?
Oh man, I went through the storm just like you go through anything else with life. I just dealt with it. I took it head on and I dealt with it. You know, lights was out for about 9 to 10 days. You know, the water was off about 4 or 5 days. Got out there and put that barbecue grill out there. Everything that was in the freezer, I went to cooking it up. Fed a lot of my neighbors. Went from there.
Okay, no, definitely. You know, we definitely.
I really do the cooking. I have my neighbors doing the cooking because I can't get up like that.
Okay, but you had support and stuff there, which is good.
Not really. Not really. It was hot, man. Everybody got up. Everybody went. Everybody left. It was dark.
Well, by the graces of God, you able to still be there, and you're in a lot more light. The last time that we see you, we can see, you know, the plaques a lot more in the background and stuff like this now. You got yeah. So definitely good to see. You know, from the last time we spoke and stuff as well, we did see, you know, some people chiming in responses and stuff, and I think a few people may have taken some of the stuff that you had said, you know, the wrong kind of way, with the wrong sort of outlook and perspective. So, you know, maybe in this conversation and stuff, we'll be able to clarify some things and stuff like that too.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You know, they had one brother, he was like, you know, man, it's been 25 years. Do I expect Pete to hold my hand after all this time? No, man, I don't expect Pete to hold my hand. And I'm not looking for nobody to hold my hand. And that's not the direction I was taking that conversation. I'm not hating on P in no kind of way, man. I was just speaking in general. You know, it went like this. You expected loyalty from us. Or should I speak for myself? You expected loyalty from me, and you ain't give it back in return. You bailed out on. So, you know, that's the way it went, man. You know, doing him, I'm doing me, man. I don't even care about talking about the cat no more, man. You know, I saw a little video he put out when he was talking about showing love. You know, that's all we ever did was show him a lot of love, man. I must see they had a little piece of me in the video. I'm like, what's that all about? He's sending out more messages, but that's what he do, you know. He send out messages and I'll say who you talking about. I don't have time for all that, man. I got life. I got a whole life to live and move on to, bro. You know, sound like he hurt, sound like he need a friend, you know. I always have been his friend. I even pray for the dude, man. I don't have nothing against him. I don't have a thing against him, bro. I just say I think I was more disappointed in him and mad at him because of the way he ended our friendship, and I didn't do him anything wrong. But I'm behind that. So, Arenado, I ain't do you, I'm gonna do me.
Yeah,
I hate him, and I'm not looking for anything from him. So the little cat that made the comment, I don't want nothing from him, bro.
Yeah, I think sometimes, you know, people they take things and it's they misunderstand it and stuff. Now, obviously, you know, I say myself all the time that we're definitely honored to even have you grace us on the platform and share any part of your story, because anybody who would know that you're not somebody who's necessarily, always out there in the media or doing interviews and stuff like that. So when
Right.
speaking on something that had happened, definitely, or is happening over a period of years and time, it's a raw issue. It's a sensitive issue in some aspects. So you're gonna be speaking from a certain vantage point and place, and it doesn't mean that people are always gonna understand it completely. They should just appreciate what you got to say and probably try and look at your truth within that, as opposed to interpersonalizing it things, which is what we see sometimes with some of the fans and stuff.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree 100%.
And even to touch on it, and it's like one thing that we do on here, even sometimes I have people say, how come you don't ask this question or that question? And we always say, we're not here to advocate or stir up any kind of drama. However, we only purport truth, and everybody got the right to sort of speak their truth and stuff. And when we conduct these interviews and stuff, it's about giving people their flowers. So even with yourself, like having you on the platform, there's so many
Right.
fans that celebrate the work and stuff that you've done in the movies, in and around the tank and being a part of the system. To kind of touch on that movie stuff one more time again though, it was brought to our attention, on the Unbounded movie. When we look at the cover, we can see there's you and you clutching Helen, the actress Helen Martin, and but
Pearl off of 227.
we don't see that scene in the movie. So could you elaborate on that? Was that like a deleted scene or a uncut scene?
Well, I don't exactly really know the truth about it, but they just said that the scene was real nice. The scene was good. It was clean, and it was very funny. And for some apparent reason, when you do something like that with No Limit, it gets edited. They'll edit that. They don't want you to get that platform. They don't want you to get that kind of respect because it may take you somewhere. You may go somewhere from there. You know what I'm saying? Just a little scene like that could make you a star. And so I don't like that. I don't like that scene. We gonna edit that out of there. For what reason? Because I don't want it in there. That's what he'll do. Talk about Master P. That's what he'll do. He'll edit that because you don't want it in there. You don't want to see you get nowhere, man. You don't want to see you make it. This is what he used to do. He used to hold people back.
No.
It's all about him. I guess he probably wished that was him did that scene instead of me. Because it was a nice scene. Me and the lady had fun doing the scene. We laughed about it. We joked about it. And I think if they would have put that in that movie, it would have got a lot of attention because the scene was like somebody was supposed to be messing with my cab and she grabbed my AK-47. It was going outside to check whoever was messing with my cab, making the alarm go off.
Okay.
And I came behind her and I grabbed the AK-47 from her and told her, you can't be getting this done for people like that. And she was like, don't nobody mess with my baby cab. And I said, don't you worry about nobody out there. I got them out there. You just come up these steps and get ready for bed. And she said, don't forget the whipped cream and the cherries. It was funny, and the strawberries. It just was a funny scene, man. We had fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely was a legend, and a legend in comedy and in movies and stuff. And even just
Yeah.
seeing her involved in movies like that was great. Do you know how she even got involved with stuff like that? How that process was, and was she easy to get involved? And did you improv the stuff that you did with her?
Do I know how she got involved?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I really don't. I really don't. All
Okay.
I know is I pull up on the set and she was there.
What was
She was there. She was supposed to be doing the marijuana scene. So, like I said, we did some spontaneous things, and one scene led to another. We went from the marijuana scene to that scene I did with her. But she was a real nice, respectable lady, bro. Real funny. I fell in love with her, man. She was a real nice lady. Really nice lady.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely, man. And she always had such a vibrant kind of energy and spirit and character that she brought. When you'd see her on the movies and stuff like that as well, you could see it as well, man. So we definitely salute her and her work and accomplishments and stuff as well. Did you have the opportunity to get involved in any of the other movies that were being shot at the time and stuff? because there was a huge string of other movies that came out afterwards as well.
Yeah. I played in Hot Boys, Foolish. Um, what else? I was in a bunch of the videos. I played in just about all the movies.
Okay.
I had the scene in just about all the movies.
Yeah.
And a lot of the videos. I was in.
What's the most memorable video that you can probably recall?
That I enjoyed.
Yeah, that you enjoyed being a part of.
I like Fiend video when I was running in a military uniform, like I was going home from the military.
Which feed side was?
That was in Fiend video.
You remember which one?
That's when you it was that Anita Baker remix. It was a sample from Anita Baker. It was Fiend and the Sons of Funk. Fiend and the Sons of Funk.
Okay. For some reason,
I think it was Take My Pain. Take My Pain.
I was gonna say, I wanted to say Take My Pain Away. Yeah.
Take My Pain. Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
That was it. And then I Miss My Homies, you know, singing in the choir. That was a beautiful scene. See Murder video, driving the spaceship. What it was. Oh man, I can't remember these things.
Yeah.
It was with AJ Johnson, who just passed away. Man, AJ.
Rest in peace.
We were driving the spaceship together. It was not Eternity. I can't remember the name of it, man. I have to give it to you later. I'm not lying.
Yeah, no, there's so much. I mean, even me as a fan, I'm trying to recall some of them, and the thing is, especially No Limit at the time, I think had such different videos. I think the videos were so different, especially some of the ones that use like the science fiction and stuff like that, because a lot of the other guys in hip hop, I don't think was really doing that much stuff like that in some of their videos. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear the question. The phone broke up.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying. I think overall, No Limit's videos were just different, man. They used a lot of science fiction and different elements that a lot of other hip hop artists weren't doing at the time.
Yeah, we really did. You know what I'm saying? Dude used to put some pretty good stuff together, man. He used to be pretty good marketing. He used to do some pretty good marketing for himself.
Yeah.
That's what I used to admire about him. He used to sit down and he'll think about things and he'll put it out there and put it together. And for some reason, it becomes successful. A lot of stuff he used to put together, I didn't like it in the beginning, but it grew on me, you know? A lot of stuff used to grow on me overnight.
Yeah. Is there something that you was like completely against, and then you thought you kind of seen it develop and change and stuff?
Like Who Did Who? I didn't like Who Did Who.
Okay.
I didn't like Who Did Who when he first put it out. I really didn't like it, and then it just grew on me, you know.
Yeah, that's a hot album and stuff right there, man. Was you a part of the Who Did Who video?
Huh?
Was you there at the Who Did Who video? What was that?
Yeah, I was in that video.
What was that shoot like, man? Cause that looked crazy. That video was crazy.
We was in the Calio project, man, with thousands of people out there. There was a lot of people out there, man, and he took care of everybody. He fed everybody out there. He had limousines out there. He had Indians out there, horses, police. I think the whole New Orleans was in the Calio project that day.
Crazy.
If you look at the video, I'm walking with him in the video. You can see it. We was moving around. We was getting around in that video.
So I'm guessing you were still on, obviously, you know, detail and stuff like that as well. Was it?
Yeah.
Was the vibes all peaceful throughout the day? You know, no drama or anything like that.
No drama. It was peace, man. It was a beautiful day out there. Like I said, we had the majority of the police force out there, so it was a beautiful day. It was nice.
Yeah. And you spoke briefly on AJ Johnson, and you know, recently we had his passing. Can you recount any, you know, experiences of AJ, what it was like when you was around him?
AJ was like family, man. We used to have a lot of fun with AJ. AJ was like, he fit right in. When he got with us, it looked like he just fit right in with us. You know, I remember when he had to go do a little initiation. Everybody that get with us got to go through a little initiation, and we beat the hell out of AJ. God bless, God, God forgive me, but he beat the hell out of AJ one day, man, on the movie set.
Really? That's crazy.
I think Mr. Servon hit him the hardest. Mr. Servon and Earl Carter. Earl hit the man in his chest, and the man spit up cold.
Now wait, hold up. How tall was AJ again?
AJ looked like he was about 5'2", 5'3", something like that.
And everybody you just mentioned, they gotta be at least 5'11" or 6 foot or something maybe.
Who said that?
No, I don't know. I'm speculating because he's a short guy, right? I'm guessing everybody else pretty tall.
I think I was the shortest dude in No Limit.
For real?
Yeah, I'm 5'9".
Okay.
I was the shortest.
Yeah, but for AJ Johnson,
When
man,
I used to walk through the crowd with P'll be holding me by my shirt, and I look back, he's like something behind me this high, and I'm way down here, taking him through the crowd,
So that stops being the muscle behind the hustle, which obviously we see on the shot and stuff. But sliding back to that AJ initiation, because I didn't want to really take you off that topic. I was just saying, like when he said sub, I don't know, these big guys hitting him. I'm just thinking his little, he a little dude and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm guessing it was all in good fun and good spirit and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, good fun and good spirit. He wasn't the only one went through that. All the rappers went through that. All of them went through it. Yeah.
But it weren't as bad as like we hear it like Death Row, I guess, where they had we say people was getting beat up if they wanted a record deal or jumped in and stuff like that.
Nah, we didn't do all that. Like you said, everything with us was good spirit and good fun. It was all family orientated, man. We used to have a lot of fun with what we do.
So let me ask you this: did you have to go through any kind of hazing or initiation yourself, then, or was it because you were you were a big hitter, it wasn't necessary?
I was gonna hit back. I was gonna hit back. They hit me, I was gonna hit back. No, I was already there, man. I mean, that's when we was bringing guys in. I was already there. I didn't have to go through that.
Yeah. I get you being established and stuff. Now, one of the other things we did want to touch on and pick up, because we was talking last time about you book and stuff, and just the notion of being there to be part of a growing and building entity and stuff like that, and then continuing afterwards and stuff, and carrying on like your own legacy and stuff like that too. Some people chimed in and said, how come you guys didn't set up like maybe a security company for like the stars or stuff like that? Is that something that you guys ever looked into doing?
We did have a security company. No Limit had a security company?
No, I mean when you left and stuff, I think that was one of the comments that one of the fans.
Well, you know something, bro. You know something. I wasn't thinking that far. I was young, wild, spending more money than I ever seen before. I never seen money like that before, man. I was out there wilding out, man, trying to impress the streets and trying to impress the crowd. I wasn't thinking from a business aspect. And I didn't have nobody to grab me and pull me to the side and say, bro, you need to be doing this with this money or that with that money. Or you need to be trying to open up something for your future. I thought No Limit was going to last forever. That's the feeling I had, because that was what was fed to me. That's how it came to me. Dude made us think that this was going to last forever. And all of a sudden, you see for yourself where it came, how it came to a stop. And that's why I'm putting this book out, because things like that is going to be in the book. You understand? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, things like that is going to be in this book, man. I mean, business is one thing, pleasure is another. If you're going to do business, you got to do business. You got to get everything in paperwork. If you work for somebody and they verbally tell you something, don't just go for that. Get it in paperwork. Get it in writing. If they don't want to put it down in writing, that means it's not real from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're gonna promise me to do something, or you gonna promise me something, you should be able to put that in writing if you mean it. And I just want people to learn from the mistakes that I made dealing with a rep company, because I quit a career job, working for the state, to where I'll be retiring right now with benefits. If I would have stayed with the state, I could be retiring right now, doing good. But I chose to leave. And go with this dude, and this end result. So it's nobody's fault but mine. I should have been paying attention to what was going on, instead of just worrying about running them streets and drinking Hennessy and getting down. I ain't gonna go there. Just getting down in the streets like I was doing.
Yeah, getting down with the get down. I think that's why I feel with life. Life it's a constant journey of us all learning and stuff, and it brings us different experiences and teaches us different things in different ways at times. And when I think about even just a part of the dynasty and the legacy that you're a part of and stuff as well, it was something being done at the first time for everybody in so many different aspects. So for a lot of people, like you saying, it was the first time getting an abundance of money. Even for the company and the business, it was the first time it being formed. It was the first time certain steps were being made. So that has to be taken into consideration too. I recently seen an interview with Birdman, slightly off topic, but it coincides, and he was saying, at the time when things kind of blew up for him in Cash Money, he had kind of no idea how things were going to go, and it just kind of exploded and sort of blew up, and he didn't have certain business things probably in place where he could have and should have and stuff, and it was something that it probably took him time to tidy up over time and stuff like that. So I think that can happen in the industry and stuff too.
Yeah, man. I think I still could have won, because after No Limit, I wasn't at loss. I was still working. I was working with Mystikal, but things happened and wind up going to jail. Did some time in jail, and that's what set me back. So you got to be prepared for all this kind of stuff. Anything can happen, bro.
Yeah.
Anything can happen to make you have a minor setback, where you have to have a major comeback. And sometimes people don't make a comeback from it. What happened to me was I have health issues, was hindering me from doing the things that I need to do. But if I would have never got in that trouble and never went to jail, I think I'd still be good like I was. I think I would have moved on and did some big things, because I had some stuff lined up.
But I think it's important, even with what you do now with the book, and just as you said, taking your stories and your experiences, and then being able to relay that to others that can teach, especially for the next generation and the upcoming generation and stuff, because oftentimes we see things repeat in cycles and stuff as well, and we need to have cycles of even teaching at the same time so people can learn, and through experiences as well.
Right. Exactly. And that's why that's the whole point of me putting that book out, man. I wanna catch some of these youngsters before they make the mistakes in life. Put them on top of some game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really look at it, man, the muscle behind the hustle is really simply telling the world that you are the backbone to somebody's success. So you deserve better than what they're giving you. This is not no temporary job agency where you come work for 3-4 months. I get you where you need to be at, and then I move on. These people be making promises to these people, bro. Come on, man, we can do this and we can do that, and we can take this to the next level, and we'll never have to worry about nothing else again in life. And soon as you get to that certain level, you moved on. And you left that person behind after you made all them promises. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people in No Limit, they came to No Limit and they came up. You know what I'm saying? And they're still doing good. I don't give a damn if you was name brand or not. Snoop Dogg, I don't care if you was already name brand. You came here hurting. You understand? Now you done made it. Can't much hear from him. The only time you hear from him is when he come down here to the House of Blues or when he in the area. But it wasn't like that in the beginning. When he came down here, he didn't have anything. Yeah, I mean, I said I wasn't gonna go there, and I was gonna keep this clean. I'm gonna just keep it clean. No, yeah. But like I said, this still had some people that made a come up off of No Limit, and the people that really should have made a come up off No Limit didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people that really should have been looked out for wasn't looked out for.
Yeah, no, I think what we definitely getting is you know, it takes a unit of energy and people to make things happen and stuff as well, and as you're saying, you know, just to build things up together and stuff like that too. And you know, unfortunately sometimes things go in different ways and different shades. Would you say that hip-hop needs some kind of union? Could we hear people say sometimes they feel as though hip-hop needs a union then to like support people that have been involved with, you know, labels, artists, and come out on different ends of the harsher side of the industry sometimes?
Yes, most definitely. I really feel and believe that they need that. They need to have some classes on what they're getting into. They need somebody to school them on what they're getting into before they get off into it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the breadwinner be the top artist.
Yeah.
That'd be the breadwinner. I mean, you put your life on the line, you put yourself in jeopardy behind this person's success. And when that person move on to Beverly Hills behind them gates, you left in the hood, dealing with the same people you had to deal with to get him where he at. Now you back in the hood and you got to face these people. You understand what I'm saying? You right back to square one, and everybody in the hood hates you because now you back in the hood and it look like you need them, but you don't need them, but it just looks that way. Like, oh, you want to be friends with them now because you're not with this dude no more. And that's what it be looking like. That's what it really look like.
Yeah. I mean, with that being said, you think there could ever be like a we know there ain't no issues or no drama or anything, but like a sit down with you know, everybody to kind of, what you think it's past that, people have gotten that's simple.
Sit down. I'm not sitting down with none of them, nobody. I'm done with it. I had my sit down with him in 2012 when I sit down in a restaurant and talk to him and he lied to me with a straight face. I done had my sit down with him. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I guess I see him next lifetime.
No. Well, we know we did say we're gonna stay on, obviously, you know, keep it kind on this one and stuff. So
yeah.
Not that we feel you was unkind on the last one, but like we said, you know, sometimes people can take things in the wrong way, and something being a fresh and a raw, you know, subject, we're gonna unclose, you know, different things while we're speaking and stuff like that. So
right.
Sometimes people, you know, they read too much into stuff. So you know, we did have some fan questions that was asking. You spoke about the Just Be Straight with Me video on the with Destiny's Child on the last interview that we did, and they had asked if you have any other music video experiences that was you might want to share.
As far as what, like any incidents or anything going on?
Yeah, I know you said that when you had to kind of piece things out when people came and stuff.
The majority of our videos, we had somebody to come on the set and made an attempt to try something. But, you know, we were professional about it. We shut that down. You know, we always had a person that did the talking. Everybody can't talk. You can sing together, but you can't talk together. So we always had a person that do the talking. Everybody just step back and wait to see what's gonna go on. But just about every video that we've done, we always had somebody to come up on the set with bad intentions. Yeah, but nothing never transpired because, like I said, we was professional. We handled that right quick.
I mean, you know, it's
never
crazy.
Scared, never bow down, never scared. That wasn't about to happen. You ain't about to run us out no neighborhood. You ain't about to run us off no set. So whatever. but we just kept it professional, and nothing never happened.
Yeah. And
We did our job.
I was just gonna say, it just leads me on to a point, and it's crazy thinking about it. But do you feel as though that sort of hostility or envy sometimes comes with the culture within hip hop, where an artist can't just shoot a video somewhere without, like you said, somebody coming and trying to cause some kind of drama or something? Do you think it's just like a part of the jealousy that comes with being productive?
It's not jealousy. I don't think it's jealousy. I think it's more of a challenge because look at what these dudes be saying on records. When you speak about gangster stuff, people are gonna try that. They're gonna test that. When you on records talking about you're a gangster and you do this and you do that, you're a killer and all that, you're gonna have somebody to challenge that, man. They're gonna want to see for themselves. So that's why if you're not about that, you shouldn't make that kind of music.
Yeah. What about when people say it's expression as an artist and stuff, they're just depicting stuff, or do you think that artists have been putting out like wrong images of themselves that aren't necessarily true to them, that's been leading the kids and other people in the wrong way, and like you said, creating conflict and extra challenges and stuff like that?
Yeah, they call that studio gangsters. They call that studio gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They speak about a lot of things that they never experienced. Half of them from the suburbs, They never experienced ghetto life or the hood, for real. You might know somebody from the hood, but you never really experienced that. So when that time comes, they're not able to deal with it because they never experienced that. We all from the hood, man. We done had to deal with that. We growed up in the hood all our life.
Yeah. I mean, do you think there's a way we can break some of these chains from, I guess, the sort of gangsterism and that sort of image that's within the music and stuff, or do you think it's just a part of it?
Yeah, if they listen to Will Smith, Will Smith the only one can break that for him. Because everybody want to be a gangster these days, man. Everybody want to be hard. I mean, they got some dudes out there that's about what they're saying now. Don't get me wrong. They got some guys out there about what they're saying. And that's the ones that's not making it. I guess record promoters really scared of them for real, because they got some gangsters out there putting music out.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It seemed to me the guys that's really successful is the guys that's really not about that trouble.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's crazy when we think about it, because some of them, I know people change, and that's why often people say that people change their lives, I guess, but some of the stuff that some of these artists put out in their music, it's a complete opposite of the lives that they live. Like, some of them, they don't smoke weed, they don't drink, but they'll make songs talking about smoking weed and drinking and stuff, and it's different to how they actually are. But some people then say it's them growing as a person. But I guess you got to have that argument where if you've grown as a person, why not put out more grown music than trying to sell that kind of stuff to the kids?
They don't drink, they don't smoke. They got a lot of them out here not gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. You know what I'm saying? They won't even bust a grape in a fruit fight, won't kill a fly.
Yeah.
But they gangster. Man, it's crazy, man. I'm just glad to be away from it all. I mean, I'm content.
So you don't
just like I am.
You don't miss the music business, nothing like that at all. You know.
Oh, I mean, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Taking a road trip, traveling the world. I mean, it was fun. It was a great experience. I appreciate them getting me out that project. Getting me away from around that poverty for a while. Let me see what the world looked like. It was a lot of good came up out of that.
Yeah.
A lot of good came up out of that. Like I said, in the beginning, man, it was so much love, bro. You'd have thought this would never end, bro. It was just that tight. That's how tight we was, bro. All of us. But that money, boy, would change everything.
So
that money and envious people, bro.
Yeah,
Envious people that come around with that shoe shoeing in your ear and would change everything. You know, the ones that can't stand to see another person with something. You know, why I'm worrying about him with a Rolex? Why I'm worrying about him with a Cadillac? I'm gonna wait my turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My time coming. Just wait your turn. Or get out there and bust your ass and get your own. Earn it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Tell me, or why not ask for advice, man? Tell me what I need to do to get a car like that. Tell me what I need to do to make this kind of money. But no, they like to sit back and shoot and mostly hate on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate on none of these dudes, bro. None of them. I despise some of them attitude. You know what I'm saying? I despise some of them treating you like, you know, kind of like try to belittle you a little bit, like they more than you. I despise that. Cause I don't give a damn how much money you is. You ain't no more than I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you know, definitely, and that's it. You know, we all gotta go down the same way and stuff like that as well. And at the end of the day, it's about a person's character and spirit and how they treat people. More importantly than their, you know, name and what they've, you know, the name that they've made for themselves, stuff like that. Sometimes, I think as a society, people buy too much into images sometimes of people and stuff as well. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
Yep.
And like I told you in the first interview, you know, that's the bosses. You know, you let them get away with talking. You let them get away with saying crazy stuff to you every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I used to let Mystikal talk to me crazy all the time.
Yeah.
I always let Mystikal say something crazy, knowing I slapped the piss out of him and ain't nothing gonna come up out of it. I used to let him talk crazy all the time, man.
Was that when you was working with him after, I think UNV90 was you guys still working?
Yeah, that's when I was working with him, you know. See, that money give you a certain level of power in your mind that you can control everything around you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you got the power to control everything and everybody around you. That's what they feel money do. But that money can't keep me off your ass if it comes to that point. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna need. You seen that in the movie Titanic. When that ship was sinking, there wasn't nothing that man can do with that money to stop that ship from sinking. The man said, I don't want this money. Get your ass out my face. I don't need your money.
Yeah, for real.
It gets to a certain point where money can't do nothing for you.
Yeah. And you mentioned the early days before, I guess. I don't want to say before the money because, you know, I'm not speculating on what kind of money was being made or, you know, was around. But was that the TRU days, the early TRU days that you say there was a lot more, you know, just kind of love and camaraderie and stuff?
Oh, man. The TRU days was the best. I remember when we went and got them TRU tattoos on us, man, and got them first tank. It wasn't nothing but love, man. We used to meet up all the time. We always had little shows that we had to go do that we didn't know if we was gonna go in and come out alive or what. It was always a show that it was dangerous. When we first started doing shows with TRU, it was dangerous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Going to Lake Charles and places like that. It was dangerous. And you know, of course, we had to make sure Mill X was straight. So we had to get in and out of these places, bro, with our life. Right. It wasn't like when No Limit started and it got big, the shows was kind of easy then. But see, back then with TRU, man, it was rough. Everybody had a gun on. Everybody had a gun. Had to have one. Going to them little clubs.
Just because.
Going to Strawberries in Lake Charles and out there in Houston, and then we start going up north to Cleveland and Ohio, to these different places. Chicago. Not knowing what we're gonna expect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was rough, bro.
Yeah, no, I believe you, man, and I think that's why we definitely salute you and the importance of you know, keeping everything together and keeping the guys safe on the road and stuff like that as well throughout that time and that tenure, and you know, just the importance of it, because without having just that kind of unity and that solid, stable of working together and pushing forward, we wouldn't have, the legacy that we have today.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Appreciate that.
Nah, most definitely, man. And cause we gotta salute the foundation and stuff all the time, and we're as strong as the foundation and the roots. I think you said something about roots and stuff earlier as well, man.
About who?
No, just about roots and backbone and that sort of spinal. It just so it's so foundational, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just collaborating on what you said just now.
Yeah.
You're right.
I was gonna say, going forward from that, then we know you've got the book coming forward and stuff. We've delved into quite a few different topics and stuff. Is there any messages you want to leave to the next generation, young people, in signature form? I usually ask that question.
Yeah, I already said it. You can't do verbal things no more, man. Everything got to be in writing. If there's something you want to do in life, make sure you get everything in writing, man. Don't just go out there just for the thrill. That's only gonna last for so long. You know what I'm saying? If you're going out there to make this a career and to get paid off of it, get it in writing. And I really would advise you to go get a real job, because it's not a real job. It's just something to do, something to have fun. Go to school, get your education.
Yep. Sound advice that never fails.
Get education and get your degree. Use your talent otherwise. For real.
Yeah. Well, definitely we echo that message for people to read up on things, study your lessons and stuff like that, get some knowledge and insight into the roads that you want to embark upon and stuff, because oftentimes there's different ways and fields in them that you may not be aware of, and at the same time there's other people who have had similar experiences that they can share, that can help spread light on your own journey and situation and stuff like that too. So that's something that you're doing, which is great, and we salute and we support that and stuff, and definitely appreciate you lending your voice to us once again.
I told you I listened to that album, that song, man.
Yeah, I mean, the new one, Show Me, I think you did. Did you mention?
Yeah, Show Me. Yeah, I listened to it.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. I mean, what was your thoughts on that?
Sound like the brother hurting, man. Sound like he hurting.
Yeah.
Sound like he missing a chapter in his life. It sound like he going through something. I mean, he's not a monster, bro. He's not a monster. He probably got caught up in with the money thing, and he probably selfish. I can call him selfish. He probably selfish, but he's not a monster. And I know for me to feel this way, that must mean I must still care about him in some type of way to a certain extent, because I felt kind of bad listening to the song. The song sounded like he was hurting, bro.
Yeah.
Song really sound like he was hurt.
We did say he got like a personal recording aspect to it, and some of the stuff he's speaking on. I do feel as though when P kind of fired up and he's speaking from the heart, that's when you get his best sort of work as a rapper and stuff, because I always got that from him, like he a heart rapper, when he got some shit that's close to his heart, that's when he really go, he really let loose and stuff. But as you said, in this situation and stuff, it's, I don't want to say responding to criticism and stuff like that as well at the same time, but you can hear the hurt and the pain in his voice on this one, man.
Right. You definitely hear the pain in his voice, but life goes on.
Yeah. And we give P his flowers and stuff like that as well. We know that no man is perfect. Ain't nobody God that that they charge for all these accounts and stuff. So and we celebrate P all the time. Even we celebrating No Limit, we're constantly celebrating P and stuff, because he the visionary in a sense to a lot of what happened and stuff. So it's just, as he said, people gonna have their thoughts in different ways and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, man, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
Right.
So anything else, any other messages you want to leave for the fans, or anything else you want to let folks know?
Nah, I just wanted them to know that I wasn't no hater. And I ain't never been a hater and I ain't gonna never be a hater. You know, I'm not holding nobody's hand and I'm not trying to get nobody to hold my hand. You know, and as far as me, and like one of the guys, you know, he was saying that I was crying. No, I wasn't crying. I just felt bad because these supposed to be my partners and I've been real sick, and for them not to reach out to me, that kinda hurt, you know, that kinda hurt a little bit. You know, it's supposed to be my partners and I'm on my dying bed at one time and you're not even much reaching out to me just to see how I'm doing. You really let me know how you feel about me, you know?
Yeah.
That's all that was about. You know, you, you can give all the answers you want, but if you don't know what's going on, you shouldn't say nothing at all. If you really don't know what's happening, you on the outside looking in. You don't know what's going on with me and these brothers.
And that's it. I tell this to people all the time sometimes, because even when I conduct some of these interviews and stuff, I say to people, I'm on the outside. This isn't just you should appreciate the fact that somebody is taking the time to share their story and stuff like that. Don't sit there and judge it. You are, especially if you don't know too much about the situation. You can listen to it from an objective standpoint, because everything's subjective in different ways. So it's not about judging what the person's got to say, but hearing them out and listening with an open mind.
Right, exactly.
That's how you get to learn and see things from different vantage points.
That's right.
Yeah, so we definitely salute that, Darren. Yeah, we won't worry too much about some of the trolls in the comments and stuff. We're always gonna get that and stuff as well too, man.
Right.
So yeah, definitely salute again, Big Pokey. We can't wait to have you grace us next time and give us more developments, especially with the book, The Muscle Behind the Hustle. Is that shirt gonna be available that people can pick it up and stuff too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna have it on like a website or something, that shirt, or you just let us know if there's a way we can put a link up or something for it where people can support it, and
I'm gonna get that done soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that done real soon.
Like
I said, man, I'm just taking it slow right now. I'm just taking it slow because I want to do this and I don't want to incriminate nobody, and I want to put down the truth, nothing but the truth, I'm not trying to make nobody look bad. I'm just telling my story. And it's not a book to try to make anybody look bad. It's a book to tell my story. That's all I'm doing. To tell my story and really to get a lot of these youngsters to open up their eyes to that game, to that game, that rap game, that real life game. You know what I'm saying? That game that's been played every day. So that's all I'm doing. Yeah,
no, that's real game, man, and we appreciate that. Just lastly, from the last interview, I know you said not much. Has anybody reached out since then?
I talked to Peaches yesterday.
Shout out Miss Peaches.
I talked to Levi up in Washington D.C. I've been knowing Levi for a long time. I talked to a few guys. Got a partner named Joseph Hargrove. He's been coming around, helping me out a lot, helping me with my moving around and stuff. Joe always have been solid with me,
Yeah, most definitely. So that's positive, man, and so we definitely gonna end it out on that note. Keeping things positive and above board, man. So definitely, Big Pokey, once again, salute, man, and we'll catch him on the next one.
For sure, man. I appreciate you.
Much love, fam.
Much love. One.
Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on about.online.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.